Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I rise in opposition to this bill. I rise in opposition not because it's unnecessary, which it is. UC can continue doing whatever partnerships it wants, regardless of today's action. I'm rising because it is condoning, in doing this partnership, what's happening in China today. That a state that is fifth largest economy in the world is a leader on so much that we lead on values in California, but that we want to codify in law a partnership with a country that under the past president, Secretary of State Pompeo had described what they're doing to Uyghur minorities, 3 million enslaved, imprisoned in concentration camps, women forcibly sterilized, taken from their homes. That Mike Pompeo called that genocide. And that now under President Biden, Secretary Blinken has also described as genocide. This is not an ordinary bill. We pass every year how many bills memorializing a genocide that had occurred in the past? How many resolutions? Symbolic in nature, performative at best, and then here we are, mighty California. We know what is happening in China right now. We know what is occurring to women and men that are there as slaves. And it's not as though we haven't known about genocides in the past and done nothing as well. On Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance Day, Secretary Blinken talked about how leaders in the State Department actually tried to scrub away their knowledge of the Holocaust so that they could not have it be shined on to leaders in our country. But here we actually do know it. So will this just be another benign bill that's unnecessary, that we pass, and that the world watches and says, what did California do? What did any nation do when they knew what was happening in China? Are we just going to rubber stamp this? Right now it's nighttime in Zhangjiang, where 3 million people are imprisoned. And there is a young lady there who's afraid for her life. And she's wondering if someone, somewhere in a distant capital, hears her cries. I hear her cries. But you know who's listening to this right now? And this is the scary thing, China. Because they know that when we rubber stamp this, they can continue to get away with imprisoning Uyghurs and doing medical forcibly sterilizing women, and we will just continue to vote for partnerships with them. No. I am done with these resolutions condemning atrocities. Now it's time for us to actually use our votes to say, never again. We are not rubber stamping. We do not need to require this in law. It does not need to be required. It can go on. Maybe it shouldn't. But it doesn't require this bill. Please join me in voting no.